Bwah. Bwah. Don't fucking talk back to me, okay?
What should we make his pseudonym?
What do you mean?
They're gonna hear him. And it's filming, by the way.
Oh. Hi, I'm Bigfoot.
And I'm the Walrus.
And I'm yelling at Walrus's cat.
Shut the fuck up, Tommy!
I'm gonna make Korean food out of him. And so today, I'm gonna make Korean food out of you so fast. So today, we are talking about why governments have to lie. Isn't that right, Tommy, you little old grumpy old man? Fuck off. So, we're talking about why governments have to lie. And it's really a sound theory. If they didn't lie, we would all be in turmoil right now.
That's true.
And I'll tell you why. Governments have to make tough calls behind the scenes. They have to make sometimes unethical calls during things like during trading, during war, during things like that.
Especially during war.
And if they told the country everything, we as humans would not be able to handle such graphic and just the brutal truth of what goes on to keep a country like Canada, or to keep a country like the US, or to keep a country like Britain, or any other successful first world country, not Greece anymore, stable. And so, if they told, I'm gonna make Korean food out of you so fast. Get away from me. And so if governments told the truth that we had to bomb this village of women and children because there were lots of terrorists there, or they had to make some sort of risky trading that they knew would benefit the country, and that they had to because the risks, although serious, the rewards were more worth it, more necessary. If they told us everything, we would be in constant sickness and revolution. Like, it would be impossible for countries to develop. And so that's why governments have to at least use euphemisms and at least withhold some information, because on a need-to-know basis. And if we don't need to know, it's probably for good reason, because we probably can't handle it as people. They're politicians for a reason, because they at least can act like they can handle it. Maybe they can't when they're alone, but when they're on the job, they can at least act like they can handle it, and that's why they have to lie.
They also actually have professionals. The professionals who are advising them, these people can tell them, and they can also help them overcome the moral adversity.
Let's say for you Americans, let's say Barack Obama just came out and told you all the things he's done. Would you be able to handle it? Because there's a lot of stuff that probably went on, a lot of secret missions probably happened in Iraq, a lot of secret trading that probably happened in order to keep America up financially. You wouldn't be able to handle it. I know a lot of people, a lot of people on YouTube are already very frantic about the government even just changing one little law or one little amendment. They freak out like it's an end of the world, that it's some new Hitler.
I'm kind of insane, so the fact that I find this is amusing is I'm probably one of the only ones. But it's kind of amusing that... Shut the fuck up, Bigfoot. I find it amusing that the very fact that the government has to lie to us, the very fact that to keep us all comfortable, is the fact that they lie about these things. It's used against them, yet it's also necessary. I personally at least, have never heard of a rebellion where they're not going to the people of the country saying, this is what your country has done, and they're shedding light on these things that the governments had done. It's actually proof that the people can't handle it. The people break down and they lose understanding of why. They don't listen to why it was necessary that it was done. I don't know. I find it amusing that the very thing that they need to do is the very thing that almost kills them.
Yeah, and everyone says, well, it's about ethics. Well, sometimes you have to cross the line. Ethics, you can't always uphold ethics. It's impossible. Okay, here's a good example. If you try to look at the Bible, and this is going to be one of our next shows, is religion. For that one. That'll be fun. So if you look at the Bible and try to live exactly each way it tells you how to live, you can't masturbate, you can't have sex until you're married.
Can't even have sex for reasons other than procreation.
There you go. So you can't have sex for pleasure. So pleasure, for a big thing, is a sin. Okay? So if you try to live your life as the Bible instructed to every little degree,
pretty much you're hating everybody else.
Then you would go insane.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You'd alienate yourself incredibly.
Actually, there's actually evidence that trying to uphold all these different laws in the Bible will drive you insane. And that proof is in the evidence of Westboro Church.
There you go.
They're fucking crazy.
There you go.
And disgusting.
If you want to look at why the governments have to lie, look at a person from the Westboro Baptist Church in a nutshell.
No, not quite in a nutshell. It's pretty accurate.
I mean, sum it up.
Oh, fair enough.
Nutshell. Yeah.
You didn't hear that.
This one needs to be locked up. He's insane.
Do you think that if there were Jedis in the government, they would be better off?
Well, okay.
They could, every time there was rebellion, they could just kind of go up to them and just go, "This did not happen," and it would just be done.
Jedi mind tricks.
Exactly.
But eventually, you're right. If we had Jedi in our police and military, then like, even in our military, they could go into like Iraq and be like, "This war never happened." That would be a peace. Which also is not peace. World peace, bad, and we'll get to that maybe one other time.
You might hate us for it, but
world peace is bad. World peace is bad. It's bad.
Well, actually, technically, it's just.
No, next show. Next show. It's next show.
No.
No.